Yeah,
Kenna's trying to sleep, and I'm just ignoring her.
Yeah. As you're working out, you see Kenna. Yeah, she's laying in bed, but is just kind of like staring up, and she keeps like making motion, like she's going to talk to you, but keeps like kind of stopping herself.
Sorry, is the music too loud? I can turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, why don't you, Mr. Buffo, why don't you turn it down? I think,
I'm just trying to get a little workout in before bed, I want to make sure I'm at my best for everything we got going on tomorrow.
Of course. But, yeah, Mr. Buffo, I've heard you bringing up, like, family and stuff a lot, and I don't totally know how to say this, but do you think that I could show you something through, like, your sports thing? Do you think it works like that?
I mean, we can certainly try. I'm not really sure what all it's capable of, but yeah, let's give it a go.
You hop off the treadmill. You see Kenna walks up, puts her hands on your head, and then rests her head against them. And you feel a sudden jolt as you are pulled into one of Kenna's memories. And you see Jaina Bronzebeard looking over some kind of city plans in her study in like the Iron Deep Castle. She's looking all stressed out. And then you see Kenna enters the room. You see Kenna is wearing like civilian clothes, just like a regular tunic and no plate mail. And Jaina goes, "Shouldn't you be out in the yard sparring?" And Kenna looks down.
I'm leaving Iron Deep. My father's been sending me money, and I bribed one of the couriers, and they told me where I could find him. So I'm gonna go to Ezra, and I'm gonna look for him.
Jaina puts down her work and nods and sort of crosses her arms and thinks and goes, "Well, has he reached out to you at all, or are you the one that is doing all the work?" And Kenna looks down again, kind of not wanting to answer, and Jaina gets up from her desk, walks around, and kneels next to the young squire and goes, "I will not tell you what to do. If you choose to go to Ezri to look for him, I will charter the airship myself. But I want to tell you something. I have had 2 little sisters in my life. One shared a family name with me, and the other did not. One liked jewels in her beard and music and dancing, and the other liked hammers and plate mail and sparring." And she sort of pats on Kenna. "And she wanted very much to be a knight. I would hate to see her throw that dream away. And I would hate to lose another sister." Kenna just breaks down crying and buries her face in Jaina's chest. Jaina brings her in and kind of holds her for a moment. And then Jaina pulls back and makes eye contact with her and goes, "The gods do not decide who is and isn't family." And you come out of the trance and see Kenna standing there kind of awkwardly and teary-eyed.
So, yeah, that's... Just, I thought maybe...
No, that's...
Yeah.
I know that you call yourself a squire, but I can see it. Everyone can see it. You've got a knight's heart beating proudly under that iron.
Thank you for saying that, Mr. Buffo. And
just call me Saul.
That's gonna be a hard habit to break, Mr. Saul.
And you see she goes over to her like pack, and she goes, "Anyway, I found some old books in the equipment bags." And you see she pulls out a copy of The Boy Wizard and His Frog Pal. And she hands it to you.
Oh gosh, this whole thing.
She goes,
"Hey man, I know the monsters weren't real at Launchpad, but I thought the main characters were very believable as brothers."
You're right. Thank you for reminding me, no matter how much we lose, we gotta hold on to what we have, and we gotta double down on those connections. I'm really glad that we got to meet you. I'm really glad you're here.
Thanks, big bro. Gives you a big hug.
Did you want me to sign this book?
Yeah, for sure.